Hello, all you delightful pieces of darkness. We are Vamped Up, and I'm your host, Vamp Barbie, and here with me tonight, all the way via Skype from Sydney, New South Wales, or thereabouts, is Ollie from Our Last Enemy. Welcome! Yay!
Hey, Vamp. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Nice to have you here. In my boudoir. Have you noticed?
Very dark. Very dark.
Very dark, and on my bed in Mermaid Beach on the Gold Coast. Not very vampy, is it, on the Gold Coast? A lot of sun. Well, tell the viewers, first of all, those that don't know, that you're an industrial metal outfit, and your band name, Our Last Enemy, is derived from a quote, "Until the day we meet our last enemy," which is death itself.
Yes.
Wow. So gruesome. I love it. So how did you come across that quote? Or who was the one?
Yeah, so it's a funny story, actually.
Yeah.
So it was a bass player, Matt. He, I think he woke up in a daze one early morning with some weird preacher TV that was on when you wake up at those times of the morning doing whatever you've been doing, and he saw that phrase being said on the screen, and it just was like a lightning flash. He was like, wow, that's powerful, and that you can take that a few different ways. It can be quite dark, it can be quite positive.
I love it.
So that's how it came about, just a random kind of event like that.
Wow, so cool. And you're stuck with it because you guys have been around for some time now, haven't you? For quite a few years.
Yeah, it's been we're coming up to a fair few years now. We've got we've kind of done a bit of a reboot as of late. We've got a kind of new lineup, and we've got a new record, and kind of restarting everything, and getting back out there, which is good. And then all of a sudden, the world just gets flipped on its head.
I know. Everyone was just about to do something, and then this happens.
I know.
Oh. It's
but
crazy.
We are still we're still pushing ahead. We've still got lots of stuff to do. We've got lots of content to put out, and we won't let this stop us. Unfortunately, we can't do the tour part, but that will happen. That will happen eventually.
I was going to go into that. That isn't in my list of questions here. So that you are going to do a tour. Will it be an Aussie tour, or are you going to plan to go overseas, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, great. So both of those things, actually. Yeah. So we pretty much started the Australian tour, booking it all and planning it out for around June, and that's been obviously stopped. Pulled the pin on that one. But eventually we'll be doing an Australian one, and we've got our sights set on overseas again. We've got our booking agent looking at some things in Europe, Asia, and the US. But unfortunately, right now,
I know
none of those places are accessible. So,
well, I can't wait till you come over here this way to Brisbane, Gold Coast, Queensland.
That is definitely on the list. That was one of the places we had booked in.
Yes. I can't wait for that. Because when I last saw you guys, that was quite a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Was it Crowbar or one of the places?
Which one was the Globe, wasn't it?
One of those.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
This is where I got this shirt from you, see?
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I got 2 of them. In fact, people, have a look. This is their merch. You can buy this shirt. Can't you? You still get those, can't you?
Absolutely.
Good. They're awesome. I love it. You guys are kind of split up too, because you've got Wade over here.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's another reason we definitely always hit Brisbane on the tour, is we actually have a member who lives in Brisbane.
Yes.
So Wade on guitar is born and bred, I found out today. I was filling out some forms for him, and it turns out he was born in Brisbane, and he's been there ever since.
And you? Are you originally from New South Wales, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm born and bred in Sydney all the time. Yep, been there the whole time,
Nice. So you guys have to kind of fly up to each other, rehearsals. I know you can do a lot over, these days.
So, there's a lot of flying involved, and that's one thing. Obviously, he doesn't come down every week for a rehearsal, but when there's a big tour or show planned, he'll come down and we'll get a couple of days' worth of really intensive practice in. But, writing the record was a bit of a challenge, but we used all the technology that we had, and, there's lots of things you can use these days to make it work online, which is really cool.
Yeah. How's Matt and Frank? Are they good too? All
Yeah,
good over
they're
there?
great. Yeah, they're all kicking along.
Yes.
And we're all, staying isolated. We have our band, what do we call it? We do Zoom meetings at the moment.
Oh, yeah, Zoom's
we all
really
join
good.
in,
Yeah.
do that once a week,
Yeah. Just to let you know, people, Matt is the bass guitarist, Frank is the drummer, and Wade is, he does the electronics, the keyboard, as well as guitar.
Correct.
Lead
yes.
rhythm. Yes. See, I know my stuff.
Good research.
No, I've known you guys for such a long time. You've achieved so much because you've hit number 1 iTunes metal chart in Australia, number 1. I did that as research. That's awesome. I'm like, wow, you guys really have achieved a lot. As well as your single 10,000 Headless Horses hit was number 11 on the US radio rock charts, as well as featured track in MTV's Rock Band video game on Xbox. How cool!
I know, that was a spin out. There's people uploaded YouTube videos playing through to the song, trying to beat it on expert level and things like that. So it's a spin out. That was great.
Have you had a go?
No, I haven't actually played it. I didn't have an Xbox at the time or the game at all. But I've just been watching it through other people on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was
just
worried
wondering.
that I probably would stuff it up and fail my own song.
Yeah. I wonder if Wade's had a go. On the guitar and that.
He's awesome. A gamer.
Oh, he is a gamer, is he?
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him that next time. And also, I love the title of this release, NSFW Headfuck Video for Never Coming Back. Love that.
Yeah, we had to put a bit of a warning on it because there's it is a bit out there, and that's we really wanted to push some boundaries with this one, and we let our director David from Her Name Is Murder Productions really go loose on that one. But we did. I have to make an edited cut to get past Facebook censors, so we could get that up there.
All about that. You have to always do that. It sucks, actually. Always have to put it uncensored on YouTube, right? The uncensored ones, the good ones are on YouTube.
That's right. Well, it's funny because we posted the censored one on Facebook, and we just mentioned in the description, go to YouTube to find the uncensored. We didn't even put the link to it, and it already had like 2,000 views in a couple of days. So people really wanted to see the uncensored version, and they went and found it.
You've got quite a few hits on there. I had a look. Yeah. So it's been 6 years since the last release of your album. Wow.
Yeah. So we did that one cover song in between. Yeah. That's when we came up and toured up your way with the Spitfire cover of The Prodigy.
Yeah.
And we did a little Australian tour just to launch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, since it's a long time since our big, our first proper release, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had some ups and downs. We've, as I said, had some lineup changes, had some things going on, but we've stuck in there, and we've taken our time and made sure it's exactly what we wanted it to sound like. And we're just really proud of it. And we're really excited to get it out there.
Oh, you should be. This is awesome. Never Coming Back, by the way. The uncensored version, as we're just talking about, on YouTube, people, so check it out. Your vocals are amazing, yes. Do you do a lot of vocal training, Ollie? Do you do heaps of that?
So the one person I would reference is an American teacher called Melissa Cross.
Oh, okay.
She does a lot of the bigger bands. She does like Lamb of God, Slipknot, and things like that. And she's put out some DVDs and some online courses. And I got into her a bit a few years ago. But from the start, I've pretty much been untrained. I did some classical singing in school, but in terms of the screaming stuff, I kind of just figured that out myself of just doing it for years, and then went out and got some extra, coaching around it. But it turns out that I was doing it the way anyway.
Yeah. That's really good. You were doing it the right way.
Yeah, but she definitely gave me some tips on breathing exercises and some warm-ups. I was never warming up. I was just going out there dry. But, some warm-ups, which I really use like every time, every rehearsal, every show. So, Melissa Cross, anyone out there who wants to learn about, the art of screaming. It's called the Zen of Screaming.
The Zen of Screaming.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
When did you start off singing or screaming, should I say?
So, when I was a teenager, around 16 years old, I guess. So, a long time ago now. But, just started doing stuff in high school, and I've never really stopped. I've never, ever had a break from a band, really.
Wow.
So, just stuck at it.
It's your thing. It's your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to get into film at the end of school.
Yeah.
I tossed up doing film, did some study on that, but the band and the music always comes back and takes over, and that's what I've gone with.
That's it. And you do it well, by the way.
Thank you, man.
I want to bring up the film clip though, because you've got this new kind of famous actor that's out at the moment who's been in the Elton John biopic.
So Max Crows. So we were lucky enough to have this film clip shot over 2 countries. So we shot most of it here in Australia with the band, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the director went back to the Netherlands, where he actually lives in Europe, and shot some more of the narrative scenes with the actors. And he got Max, who was in Rocket Man, the Elton John biopic.
How cool.
So really awesome. It was great. So that took it to the next level. Like, it was already a cool clip with all the stuff we were doing and all that, but to add that extra level and make it more like a mini film, a short film.
Yeah. So are you going to do any more video clips for the rest of the songs on the album?
Yeah, well, what we did when Dave was here, we actually shot 2 clips back to back, because we knew he was only here for a short time, and we really love working with this director and this company. They've done a few for us before, and they're in big demand now in Europe. They just did the Sepultura documentary and some other big clips. Yeah. So when they were here, we grabbed them for as long as we could and shot as much as we could. So we're going to have another one coming out before the rest of the release comes out, so look out for that one.
Good. And how many songs are going to be on this album? Are we allowed to know that now?
So we're still going to announce. We're still keeping a bit tight-lipped about the release strategy on this one, but I can tell you there's definitely 10 songs recorded. Cool. And how and when they come out is a bit of a secret at the moment, and we're going to work on putting that out there in an exciting way. We think it's a bit different and new. But we've actually got a song coming out, another single coming out in a month.
Oh, cool.
Which doesn't have a full clip for it, but we're going to do a little visualizer clip, I guess, that you can use on YouTube.
Nice.
But it will be a single. We'll go to radio and Spotify and all that.
Awesome.
And then we're going to do the next single with the big clip that we recorded when Dave was here as well.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, and then we'll announce the rest of it.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit of the story behind Never Coming Back? Because there's a story to all of this, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. So there was an overriding vibe, I guess, of that song that kind of just came about just writing it. There was no intention to have anything reflect anything, but as we recorded it and went over time, we looked back on it and it really did kind of reflect the way we were as a band. We were having we were wondering, are we going to come back? It's been a while off the scene. What's going on with the band? So it kind of reflects, I guess, where the band was in the space they were at the time and what we're going through in that way. But it's also just that super kind of dark element that we often touch on.
Yes.
I guess that there's one kind of visual piece we talked to the director about before we did it. It was the missing persons posters, and we were like, when you see one of those, there's someone is extending some kind of hope, I guess, or faith that someone's coming back, but there's that real kind of, I guess, very dark and depressing realization that most of the time that these people aren't coming back. They're never coming back, so to speak.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I know it's very dark.
This is a nice story, though. I'm like, wow.
That's where we go with that.
Yeah.
And that was one of the themes that's in the clip as well.
Cool.
But we took that even further with the narrative. I guess it's about someone, Max's character from Rocket Man. He's playing someone who thinks they're in control and above everything, but that slowly crumbles and they realise that they're not in control. And it all comes around them, and that there's a big loss of faith there. And there's just so many things going on in this one. You got to watch it.
There is.
I've
watched it a few times actually.
Yeah.
I really love it. And so you did that where all of you guys are in that, you're all kind of, and you look like, someone mentioned, I saw on the post the other day, it's good to see you guys social distancing in that film clip. I saw that.
Oh, how timely. How topical. Yeah.
Where was that done? Where were you guys? That was really cool.
Yeah, that was in Sydney. That was above. It was in the. It was called Sydney Prop House in Sydney. It's this big location that has all the props from lots of movies and TV shows. And there's a space up on the top, which is kind of like an abandoned warehouse kind of vibe.
That looked cool.
So we got that space for the whole day, and we went downstairs and grabbed a few props that they let us use as well.
Yeah, nice.
So it was a really cool space. It was kind of a bit of a throwback to our first clip for 10,000 Headless Horses, because we shot that in an abandoned factory.
Oh, right.
Well, so this clip was kind of a throwback to the old, I guess, our Ridgy Didge kind of LS Enemy vibe, and to say, hey, we're back and we're still there, and throw some winks back to the old clips. There's even some edits in there. There's some secret Easter eggs in there I want people to find that are actually from the first clip as well. So look out for those.
Hear that, people?
We might do a competition.
Yes.
Whoever can find them all, we'll give a T-shirt to.
Cool. You heard it.
I'm going to make it happen now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like I said, then we've done this other clip which is coming out soon, which is going to be a bit different to what people would expect from us. So it might be very different to what we've done in the past. So we kind of wanted to ease everyone into the new LS Enemy with the first song and clip, which is what we're known for, and then something a bit different. Might be a bit of a curveball for everyone. So look out for that next one.
Okay, I'll be looking. I'll be watching.
Start looking.
Now, you guys have toured with some sinfully sick bands like Static X, Dope, Soil. I've actually known Soil and Dope as with, I don't know if you do know, but with Dope Virus. I actually interviewed him not long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys have toured with some really cool guys.
Yeah, we've had some good opportunities there, and I think the most recent one we did was Perturbator, which is a real kind of dark synthy kind of band, which a lot of metalheads are into too. Yes. It was a very crossover kind of crowd of people who like metal, but also like that synthy kind of electronic music, and so we didn't know how that would go, but we started playing and everyone got into it. It was a huge sold out crowd, and that was probably the most recent one. That was a real blast.
That's right. Where was that in New South Wales?
That was at Crowbar.
Oh, right, it was Crowbar.
Yeah. So there's one down here as well now. I know you guys had one or had one up there, but
yeah, that's right. Because you only recently got that Crowbar. Was it last year or?
Yeah, so they took over what used to be called the Bald-Faced Stag, and it's now called Crowbar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool place, really cool venue, and I hope they come back strong once this all blows over, unfortunately.
Yeah,
closed,
absolutely. What would you say was your most, pinnacle of your entire career, the highlight?
Yeah.
So far.
As you said, they've done a lot of stuff, a lot of cool tours, met a lot of cool bands, worked with a lot of cool people. I think it's still up there as our first record, Fallen Empires. We went to LA and basically moved there for 3 months. And
how cool.
Uprooted everything and worked with Christian Olwalbers from Fear Factory, who produced the record, and that was just a massive experience for us, big eye opener, and in many ways, and living in America for 3 months.
That would have been awesome. Yeah. You guys must have run amok over there. No,
we had to work. We ran a tight ship, but when it wasn't our turn to do stuff, we definitely went out and saw the town, which was great.
It would have been awesome. Check out the scene. You would have went to all the best venues over there, I guess.
Yeah, went to the Rainbow, the Roxy, all the club, all those places.
All the good ones. Now, what would you say is your most challenging song for you in vocally out of any of your songs that you've sung?
Yeah, okay. There's definitely a few on the new record, but that we were kind of I pushed myself to do a few things that were quite hard in the studio, and I'm now relearning how to do them for live.
Wow.
But I guess from the older material, I know the Wolves of Perigord song is quite a full on one for me. So it gets quite fast and it changes pitch a lot. And it's just I know for the other guys in the band too, especially the guitar and bass, that's a lot of down picking in triplets, and we used to call the song arm pain because it was so hard for them to play. They'd get pain in their arm after playing it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely vocally a challenging one for me.
Challenging.
Yeah.
So do the guys, they don't obviously just downpick? I'm talking about Wade. When he,
he doesn't.
So he's not used to just down picking. Yeah.
No, they're not James Hetfield. But,
no, I was going to say that.
But there's some stuff on the new record where I do a lot. I mix it up, and there's actually a fair bit of clean singing on there as well. Not completely like a pop kind of clean singing, but definitely a different style. Where I need to sing on pitch a bit more, and it's really pushed me to refine that style that I haven't done in a while. Yes, definitely find some of those newer ones challenging for switching in between the two vocal styles.
This will be on the new album coming. I can't wait to hear it then. I'm looking forward to this.
Awesome.
And what would you say is your favourite song that you like playing when you're out gigging?
Of our songs?
Of your songs. Have you got a favourite or a couple that you really enjoy, or maybe gets a crowd going? Could be one of those. The new single, Never Coming Back, we started playing that on the last couple of shows, on the last run of shows to kind of road test it and see how it went. And that's for a song that no one actually had heard or owned it yet. It gets a great response every time, and and I really feed off that, and people seem to really get into it. Awesome. I can see that. I love it. Like I said, I listened to it a few times.
Nice.
So, is there anyone that you'd love to tour with and gig with that you haven't yet?
Probably of newer bands. I think there's a band called Three Teeth. From the States. Three Teeth. Yeah, they opened for Ministry and Tool. All these bands that I really like actually have handpicked them, and cool. I can see why they're really, 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 really cool band that involve those electronic and synth elements like we do, but still those big heavy guitars and drums as well. I think Three Teeth is the band that's top of my list at the moment.
Yeah.
So if Three Teeth are listening, please pick us up.
I was going to say Three Teeth. That's right. Tag them into this. You're somewhat of a wine connoisseur too, Ollie.
Yes, you have done your research. Okay.
Yes, actually, I remember you drank quite a bit of wine last time when we saw each other way back at Crowbar or whatever it was, a few years ago. Lots of wine. What would you say is your favourite bottle of red?
Wow, well, it's a hard one. It's like saying your favourite music or your favourite movie or something like that.
What's the one you like right now? Maybe I can break it down to that.
I guess what I always go back to is a nice Shiraz from McLaren Vale in South Australia. I really like those rich, jammy and chocolatey notes that they get. Look, see, there I go, wine wanker. Sorry.
South Australia, that's right, they do make good
probably
wine.
A Shiraz, Shiraz from McLaren Vale. There you go.
There you go. And also, another one, I noticed that you've got your love of burgers as well.
Yeah.
So what's the best tasting burger? I'm really curious because I do love my burgers. Yeah, so which one do you reckon is really yummy?
The big one in Sydney that's been reigning king for the last few years is one called the Blame Canada down at Bar Luca, or BL Burgers as they're called as well.
Right.
It's got that maple bacon on it and the poutine, I think it is, that kind of that chips with cheese curd and gravy. Right. I think the Canadians do, really epic.
Is it
burger.
A really big burger?
Yeah.
It's massive.
That's always a go-to, that one. But there's just so many to choose from. Burger craze has gone off, especially here in Sydney. It's just everywhere. And thankfully some of them are still doing delivery and takeaway.
Oh, you're lucky, because I don't think we've got those guys here. I've not.
No, you don't.
No. All right. Well, we'll go into, like I said, your merch, and you guys are on Spotify. You've got your new song out.
Yep.
Never Coming Back on Spotify, and also on YouTube, and you're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all of those. And people check out their shirts, and you've got other goodies too, don't you? Other merch.
Yep, so check out ourlastenemy.com. There will be a merch site on there. You can get CDs, shirts. You can even buy bundles where we give you glow-in-the-dark pics and stickers. There's a lot going on there, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, definitely. And have you got anything to say before we go, Ollie? Is there anything I might have missed?
Well, I just want to say a big thanks to you and people and the industry like you who are to keep doing these things and interviewing artists and giving them an outlet during this, it's pretty tough time for the industry. So big thanks to you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're keeping me sane by doing this, you realise. I don't feel so alone. Yeah.
That's true. I guess that's a good point. We're helping each other out. Yeah.
It's like, it's so nice to talk to you.
But big thanks from us and from all bands and to the media and the press like yourselves who are still doing this and giving us an outlet and keeping it alive in these tough times.
Yeah, well said. Much. That's right. To all the other peeps out there that's doing what I do and the other guys that can't, like the photographers and all of that, they're just all bummed out at the moment too. I
know. We had a photo shoot planned the week that lockdowns happened, and then it didn't happen. So everyone's affected by it in different ways. There's a lot of
people that go into this scene and behind the scene.
Yeah. I just hope when it's all over and we can all go out again, that everyone really gets out there and supports all the local bands and gets to some shows, and they're going to be really big and off the hook.
I think they will. I think, if anything, it's shown. I've actually heard myself, a lot of people are going to appreciate it more now. The scene, the live scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Ollie. It's really a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for supporting all the music around the world. Thank you.
Always. You're welcome. Much love and blood, and we're out.